Welcome to the Chaos Chat, where I talk about Pokemon stuff on my mind and potentially start a conversation with you about it. I'm Nicole, co-owner of Infinite Chaos TCG, an online Pokemon card shop created by collectors for collectors. We're based in LA. This is part of my living room, and let's have a chat. So today I want to talk about MSRP. There was a time not too long ago that booster boxes were definitely under 160. MSRP on an ETB is about 50, 60 bucks. Now everything's above MSRP by quite a bit. Shrouded Fable ETBs used to be 30, maybe in like last August, even into November. I remember we were selling them we couldn't even move them at 30 bucks. But now Shrouded Fable's like 50, 60. It's the lowest ETB on the market. I think with all that said, the question now is, are we ever gonna go back to MSRP or even below MSRP like we used to? And quite honestly, it's possible, but I don't think so. Unless, like everybody who jumped in during the 2020 to 2022, like grand migration of people into Pokemon seeking money, that whole thing, unless all of those people also flood back out, it's not gonna go back. Even in 2024, the increase of population of collectors, investors, players, anybody buying Pokemon, 100% by all accounts. That's not a real number, but if you think about it, like you watch videos of people fighting at Costco. There's old people elbowing dudes in the face for one box of Blooming Waters. And it's not even for their grandkids, it's for them. There's TikToks of old ladies going, look at my 151 tins from Costco, I'm gonna open them all. And it's like, with all the new people that are in it, because it's cool, because it's lucrative, whatever, I think the amount of people interested in Pokemon and able to buy Pokemon for whoever is too high for the amount that they're printing right now. So unless Pokemon prints more in more quantities, but it doesn't really look like it's gonna do that because they released Prismatic and then Journey Together and then Destined Rivals, and now Black Bolt White players coming out within 3 months of each other, and that's ridiculous. That's like 5 sets in 6 months, and then they're focusing on reprints. So maybe there's a reset coming because of the reprints, but it's gonna be a little ways out because they gotta reprint everything before they get back to the sets that are coming out now. Like Destined Rivals is done, I think. Black Bolt and White Flare is currently being printed alongside the reprints, potentially. I'm not really sure, but I think hoping for a $100 booster box is kind of a long shot at this point. MSRP, sure, one day. If enough people fight the system, so to speak, then maybe, But I think if even GameStop is following secondary market value, then we're all pretty cooked on that front. I mean, Pokemon is never really gonna aim to destroy themselves, and that's kind of the only way, because like they're talking about Mega Pokemon coming back, which means that the old Mega Pokemon EXs, whatever, are gonna go up in value because they're older and they're the originals, and then they cycle everything. So like the Vs will eventually come back, and then the Sword and Shield era will be expensive, and then so it's just gonna keep going and going and going and going. And inflation's a thing, so it's cooked. We're cooked. That's it. I'm done. I'm not done actually, but what do you think about the rise in market value and the potential for something like a great reset if we were to give it a title? I want to hear your thoughts on how we can bring prices down or at least combat inflation. So let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you later.